I am so glad you are here. It is Divine Saturday in my world, and we've been talking about geomancy for a bit, and we're up to our next little figure. Geomancy, for those of you who don't know, is an old, often cited as Anglo-Saxon, but Northern European, certainly, divination method that involves creating 4 rows of even or odd dots by random generation. There's lots of ways to do that, but today's figure is Rubeus. Rubeus means red. And if you're thinking, haven't I seen something a lot like this before? Yeah, because that is Albus, which we've covered. Albus, if you remember, is sort of a benevolent presence in your life that's not particularly powerful. It's not going to be able to affect much, but will actually do what they can for you. Rubeus is its opposite. Now, they're both hued as chalices or goblets. Albus is the goblet upturned. Rubeus is the goblet upside down. So it's almost never a positive sign in a reading. In fact, older texts will say that this is the good in all that is evil and the evil in all that is good. Be wary when you see Rubeus. It's not your friend. The only time it's ever viewed as positive from everything I've ever gleaned about Rubeus is in matters of spicy times, intoxication by whatever means, and violence. So if you're about to go to war or you're about to go into battle and Rubeus comes up, that's a good sign. It's a sign that you actually might be a force for good in the battle that you're entering. That's nice. For anything else, I'm going to predict you're likely to get out of hand in the situation. You're going to upturn the tables and destroy more than you repair or create anytime Rubeus comes up. And part of it is the frustration of not being very powerful in the situation. You'll notice there's 3 even rows of dots. That means it's a more passive sign. It's like you want to be really effective and you're going to storm in there, but you have almost 0 power in the situation. So the repercussions of your actions are almost certainly going to backfire on whatever it is you care about in that moment, and certainly also on yourself. This would be like going to the protest, attempting to turn it into a riot and getting arrested. And also it not turning into a riot because no one else thought that was appropriate. That's the kind of thing we're talking about here. You are going to be ineffectual, and the angrier you get, the more ineffectual you are likely to be. So if you're doing a reading and Rubeus is part of the situation, even if you're doing something like the shield reading that we discussed in the first of this series, where you end up with a single figure, if there's a lot of Rubeus in the process of creating that figure, because you're going to create your mothers and your daughters, and then there's another row, and then you get your answer, it suggests that you're not going to be happy to get to that end result. And you want to backtrack and rethink and maybe come up with a better approach to what you're dealing with. That's what I would do if Rubeus was prevalent throughout my reading, or if my end result was this figure in geomancy. So it's a great divination method. If you have not tried it, I encourage it. You really just have to come up with, at a minimum, 4 random, even or odd, yes or no sort of things. You can flip a coin, literally or figuratively, using an app. You can do it the old-fashioned way. One of the methods that I have read about is you go to the garden and dig up 4 potatoes, count the number of eyes on each potato, and they make your 4 rows of dots, whether they're even or odd. Random dots while you think about your question, maybe in a piece of paper that you've drawn into 4 quadrants, is another great way to get that figure going and to come up with what you're looking for. Either way, whether you do it once for a simple figure, or you do something like the shield or any of the other methods that we'll get to describing, if you're getting Rubeus in your reading, sit down. I know it's going to be hard. I know you're not going to want to. Sit down, because somebody is going to come along and get you if you don't. The way you want to rock the boat is not going to lead to the results you want if this one comes up. As opposed to this one, which says, if you rock the boat, they don't have the courage to do it themselves, but they'll help. They'll rock it with you. That's the difference between the goblet that is upturned and the goblet that is overturned. Well, I hope you're having fun with geomancy. We've done tarot, we've done numerology, we've done a few others. Check out the old videos when you get a chance for more information on any of these divination methods. And in the meantime, have an amazing week. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew here at Magus Books, thank you so much for being your amazing magical you. And of course, we appreciate the little magical things you can do here in social media land. I know you know what they are. In the meantime,